Hi guys, it's Juliana with Books, Bites, and Date Nights. And I'm coming on to admit that I'm just a romantasy girly now, I guess, because I read Powerless and Reckless by Lauren Roberts, and I couldn't put them down. And now, unfortunately, I have to wait until April of 2025 for the third book in this trilogy to come out, the third and final book. So I'm so excited to see where Lauren Roberts takes this. There is another book, Powerful. I think it's more of like a novella that's part of this series. But Powerless, Reckless, and then the next book will be Fearless are like the main three books in the trilogy is my understanding. So I kind of picked this up without really knowing what I was getting myself into, but it was recommended by Bookstagram, and so I decided to try it and loved it. So this takes place in the kingdom of Ilia. There was this plague that killed off a whole bunch of people and then gave some people power, and they're called elites. And then the rest of the people who didn't end up with powers were banished and then, or killed really. And then, well, I guess the ordinaries after the plague were given an opportunity to leave, and then anyone who was left who didn't leave was killed, and then anyone who was born without powers, also an ordinary, is sentenced to death. Now, the king has two sons, Kit and Kai, and Kit is going to be the future king, and Kai is the enforcer, so he's the one that is sent to kill ordinaries or banish their families and kill them. The story follows Peyton Gray, who is an ordinary who's kind of hiding in the slums of Ilia. She is able to trick people into thinking that she has a power, but one day she kind of unknowingly, well, she saves someone, but she doesn't know that it's one of the princes. Then she ends up being part of these purging trials where elites, like high up elites and then people from the slums, they kind of all compete. It's, in some ways it reminds me a little bit of Hunger Games, except that it's not like there's only one winner, that everyone has to die for there to be a winner, but it's like an opportunity for people to show off their powers, which of course Peyton doesn't really have, and to kind of, you can fight to the death, but there's these challenges and you can use your powers basically to win the challenges. She also starts to have feelings for one of the princes. That maybe wasn't a great description, but I don't want to give anything away. But it was a really fun read. And then Reckless, I don't want to say that much because it will give stuff away if I talk about this. I would recommend at least picking up Powerless and seeing if you like it. Reckless is a little bit, I don't want to say it's slower, but oh my goodness, the ending made it really hard for me to feel like I could wait. All right, so I have a little friend with me. It's Thanksgiving break, and I have some little shadows. I was kind of joking earlier about not wanting to admit that I'm a romantasy girly, sort of. You know, I really have to thank Catherine Center. Her author's note of the rom-commers talked about rom-coms and really gave me permission to just enjoy what I enjoy reading and not worrying about it, and just kind of enjoying the process of the book and the characters and the character development. And so I'm just fully leaning into loving the romantasy and the romance or the rom-com type movies. Ooh, little head about to pop up.
Hey, Mama.
So I hope that you can give yourself permission to just enjoy whatever genre it is that you're enjoying right now for whatever season you're in. And if you are in a rom-com / romantasy era, then definitely recommend these, although you may want to wait until Fearless is out so you don't have to wait like I do.